Title: Stoic Courage Meets Dharma. How Ancient Warriors Mastered Self-Belief, and You Can Too. Introduction. In a world that spins faster than a warrior's blade, the ancient lessons of mind and purpose still shine as bright as a sunrise over a battlefield. Imagine a soldier standing at the front line, heart pounding, knowing that the outcome of the war hinges not just on strategy, but on the steadiness of the soul. This is the marriage of Stoic courage with the Dharma of purpose, a timeless dance between resilience and intention. Today, we'll walk through 5 chapters of ancient stories, each revealing a slice of that dance, and learn how to bring those insights into our own modern battles, whether they be in business, relationships, or the quiet moments of self-growth. Chapter 1: The Silent Shield of the Spartan. A story from the age of the Greeks brings us to the Spartan Academy, where young warriors were taught to endure hardships with a calm mind. A young hoplite, after losing a comrade in battle, was left trembling. The sensei, a seasoned veteran, did not shout or curse. Instead, he offered a simple, steady hand and whispered, "You are unbroken, your spirit is still intact." The young man's fear melted into resolve. He remembered that his purpose was larger than the loss, his duty to protect his community. Motivational insight. The Spartan's lesson is the Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control, our own reactions. By accepting loss as part of the larger tapestry, we free ourselves from the paralysis that fear can impose. When we confront setbacks, we see them as opportunities to test and strengthen our resolve. Practical example. Today, when you face criticism at work, pause, ask yourself, what part of this feedback is within my power to change? Focus on that small, actionable element. You might revise a report, improve a skill, or simply adjust your tone. The rest, others' opinions, remains beyond your immediate control and need not dictate your inner state. Conclusion. The Spartan's silent shield reminds us that courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. By choosing to respond, not react, we maintain our integrity and move forward. Call to action. If you found this story inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into ancient wisdom. Now, reflect on this question. In what recent challenge did you find yourself reacting instead of responding? Chapter 2: The Dragon's Breath in the Indian Battlefield. In the epic Mahabharata, the Pandava prince Arjuna faced a great dilemma before the great war of Kurukshetra. His hands shook, his mind clouded with doubt. His charioteer, the divine Krishna, reminds him of his dharma, his duty as a warrior, teacher, and seeker. Do not be dismayed, Arjuna. Your path is clear, your purpose is ordained. Arjuna learned that true courage is aligning action with purpose, even when the stakes are cosmic. Motivational insight. This tale embodies the Hindu philosophy of dharmic courage, acting in accordance with one's highest purpose. When we align our day-to-day tasks with our deeper mission, obstacles lose their weight. We become a steady flame, burning not from fear but from conviction. Practical example. Take your next big project. Write down what your core purpose is. Perhaps it's to empower others, to innovate, or to bring peace to a community. Then, outline each step of the project that directly furthers that purpose. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, revisit that list. The purpose becomes a compass, guiding you through doubt. Conclusion. Arjuna's transformation shows that courage is not a spontaneous act, but a deliberate alignment of intention and action. When we live from our dharma, every challenge is a chance to affirm our path. Call to action. If you feel the spark of purpose rising, like, share, and subscribe. Reflect on this question: which purpose drives you, and how can you align your daily tasks with it? Chapter 3: The Bamboo Flexibility of Chinese Strategy. In the annals of Chinese strategy, we find the famous parable of the bamboo and the stone. A bamboo sapling grew beside a mountain of dense stone. Each year, fierce winds battered the bamboo, bending it but never breaking it. The stone remained immovable. The bamboo's secret was its flexibility, allowing it to bend with the wind and survive. A seasoned general used this lesson to train his troops. Adapt, but never lose your core. Motivational insight. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot always control external circumstances, we can control our responses. Like the bamboo, we must develop flexibility, resilience that bends without snapping. The core, our values and principles, remains unshaken. Practical example. Begin each day with a brief meditation or journaling exercise. Write 3 challenges you anticipate. Then, list how you can adapt to each without compromising your core values. When life throws curveballs, recall that your bamboo can bend, just not the stone. Conclusion. The bamboo reminds us that true strength lies in adaptability. By remaining flexible yet principled, we weather storms with grace. Call to action. If this resonates, like, share, and subscribe. Reflect on this question. When faced with a sudden obstacle, how flexible are you, and what is your core that keeps you grounded? Chapter 4. The Roman Centurion's Discipline. Within the Roman legions, a centurion named Maximus faced a critical decision before a siege. His troops were exhausted, morale low, yet the city's fate hung in the balance. Maximus did not order an immediate retreat. Instead, he instituted a disciplined routine, short rests, a shared meal, a moment of silence. He reminded his men, victory is earned by steady hands, not by rash haste. The soldiers, inspired by his calm authority, pressed on and secured the city. Motivational insight. Stoicism champions self-discipline and clarity of purpose. Maximus exemplified that true courage is not the absence of fatigue, but the disciplined continuation of action. By setting clear rituals, we maintain focus and foster collective resilience. Practical example. In your workplace, establish a small ritual before major tasks, a quick breath exercise, a short walk, or a brief team check-in. This ritual resets your mind and reinforces the mission. When fatigue sets in, revert to the ritual and you'll find renewed energy. Conclusion. Maximus's disciplined approach teaches that courage is not about grand gestures, but about small, consistent acts of purpose. By embedding discipline into our routines, we can overcome even the toughest challenges. Call to action. If you are ready to adopt disciplined courage, like, share, and subscribe. Reflect on this question. What small ritual can you introduce today to reinforce your purpose? Chapter 5. The Rock of Meditation in the American Wilderness. In a modern setting, consider the story of a wilderness guide named Maya who leads travelers through rugged trails. One night, a storm rages and a group loses their way. Maya, unshaken, sits on a stone, closes her eyes, and practices mindful breathing. She reminds the group, the storm is outside, but the path is within. By staying present, she guides them through, returning them safely to the trail. Motivational insight. The practice of mindfulness, rooted in Buddhist tradition, allows us to see the present moment without judgment. By anchoring ourselves in the now, we cut through noise and find the path forward. Courage, then, becomes an act of presence. Practical example. In your daily routine, set aside 5 minutes each morning for mindful breathing. Notice the sensations, the breath, the thoughts that arise. When you face a stressful decision, pause, breathe, return to the present. You'll find clarity and calm, enabling courageous action. Conclusion. Maya's story reminds us that within every storm lies a calm center. By cultivating mindfulness, we can navigate life's tempests with steady heart and clear vision. Call to action. If you feel the calm within, like, share, and subscribe. Reflect on this question. How can you bring more moments of mindful presence into your day? Philosophy Spotlight, Stoicism. Stoicism, founded in ancient Greece and refined by Roman thinkers such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, offers a framework for resilience, clarity, and disciplined action. At its core, Stoicism teaches that we cannot control external events, but we can control our judgments, emotions, and responses. It emphasizes living in accordance with nature, practicing virtue, and maintaining inner peace amid chaos. Historical figure. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor, wrote in his Meditations a timeless guide. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your judgment of it. And this judgment is yours to change. His daily reflections illustrate how he harnessed Stoic principles to govern a vast empire while retaining personal calm. Lessons for modern success. 1. Control what you can in business. Focus on your own performance and mindset rather than market volatility. Your effort is within your sphere of influence. Market swings are not. 2. Embrace adversity as growth. View challenges as training grounds. Every setback is an opportunity to strengthen your character and skills. 3. Live with purpose. Align your actions with your core values. When you know the why behind the what, your work gains meaning and endurance. Connecting to the theme. Stoic courage, as seen in these stories, is the steady heart that faces uncertainty with calm resolve. When combined with Dharma, the sense of purpose, our courage becomes purposeful, not merely reactive. Together, they form a compass that guides us through personal and professional battles. Conclusion of the script. Throughout these 5 chapters, we have seen warriors from Sparta to the American wilderness embodying Stoic courage and Dharma. Their stories remind us that courage is not a single act, but a continuous practice of aligning our actions with purpose, staying adaptable, disciplined, and present. By integrating Stoic discipline with the purpose of Dharma, we can master self-belief and navigate any battlefield that life presents. Final call to action. If this journey of ancient wisdom has sparked your curiosity, please like, share, and subscribe to join our community of seekers. Let us continue to learn from the past to shape a stronger, more purposeful future. Reflective questions for your journey. 1. Which ancient warrior's story speaks most to your current challenge, and why? 2. How will you apply the Stoic principles of control, resilience, and purpose in the next week? 3. What small ritual or practice can you adopt to cultivate mindful presence amid daily chaos? Take a moment to answer these questions in the comments below. Your reflections could inspire someone else on their path.